We had a cell phone on our tour bus. We had a cell phone. It was like this big, and you know, normally guys in the military would carry it as a backpack kind of thing, and it was only used for emergencies, like when our light man was forgotten at the truck stop before, and you know, where the fuck is Pete? He's taking a shit back there, guys, you know. It's like, then we had to go back and pick him up. We couldn't pick him up, then whatever. Yeah. We got a phone call.
Okay, so let's go to 1990, which is, was... Okay, so what about 2000 to now?
2000 to now. So after Slik Toxik, well, just to tell you about Slik Toxik, the thing that sort of nailed the coffin, you know, into the grave was the music pendulum had swung, as you all know. A couple of little bands out of Seattle came out called Soundgarden, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, you know, whatever, you know. They all came out and the music pendulum had swung, and things changed for us. So fast forward to the 2000s, I opened a recording studio. I was out of the music biz for a while. I was producing bands and so forth. And once I started doing that and co-writing with other people, I started to get, I don't know if you guys remember, and this isn't a slight on the band up here called Loonie Tunes, but remember the cartoons, Loonie Tunes?
Yeah.
Yeah, Warner Brothers cartoons. There used to be a cartoon with a little guy called the Gambling Bug, and he bit the cat on the ear and he wouldn't stop betting. Well, that was the same thing with music. I was bitten with the music bug at a very, very early age. And after producing bands and writing with other artists and so forth, I thought, shit, what am I doing? Like, I should be doing this, right? So I started some projects, and since then there's a female in the room right now named Lori Green, bass player. She's fantastic. She's been my music.
She's coming up here shortly.
Now you're giving it away. You're giving it away that she's coming.
Sorry. Oh, I saw her two of the
That's all right. It's all right. Anyway, Lori's been my musical partner for 18 years now, and we're just proving that we're ending 2019 like it's going into another decade.
Yeah, 2020. Holy
Crazy.
Fuck. That's crazy.
Look, if you want some real dirt and real stories, I got them, but you don't seem to be asking any questions. Like, I got some really funny fucking stories, man. But I'll keep them straight and clean.
No, Dan, I want to hear them.
Okay.
What I want to talk about, though, is you're singing with Classic Albums Live in Massey Hall and Roy Thompson Hall. That's how you and I have continued our relationship.
Absolutely.
Since I got, let go from, And, but that's cool.
No, let's go to that. Classic Albums Live.
Yeah.
So, believe it or not, time flies, man. I've been playing with Classic Albums Live. This is my 6th season or 6th year with them. That's a funny story, too, because the Juggernaut Jam. Anybody in this room come to the Juggernaut Jam here with Andy Narson and Dave Langett and those boys? Well, they also did a thing in Scarborough when there was a place called the Rock Pile East. And this is a really funny, true story. So, my buddy Mike Vassos is the guitar player of the Juggernaut Jam. Andy Narsing is my buddy. He plays in, I was playing with, and I still do, classic rock band from Canada called Moxie.
Yes.
And Andy was playing with Moxie. So these guys were doing the Juggernaut Jam in Scarborough, and it wasn't going that well. And it just wasn't going that well. It was a Wednesday night, whatever. It was their last night. It's done. And I'm sitting at home, flipping the channels in my PJs, having a beer, and my wife says to me, honey, you gotta go over to the Rock Pile. It's literally like 3 blocks away. I'm like, fuck that, it's done. Like, why would I go over? Because they're your friends. Support them. I'm like, all right, but you know what? I'm not signing up on a sheet to go wait my turn. I'm going to call Andy right now and Mike, send him a text, tell them I'm coming to the jam. I'll be there in like 20 minutes. When I show up at the front of the stage, you're gonna know I'm the guy coming up next.
That's right.
Right? Because I gotta go back home. I'm watching the game or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, as it
In the
turns out,
jammies.
yeah, in my jammies at the jam. No, I didn't show up at the jam in my jammies. But anyway, so I go there. I get up on stage. I do a couple songs. And the founding, the guy who owns Classic Albums Live, and producing the show, Craig Martin.
Sure.
He sees me play, and there's a bunch of other people I know there, like Des Leahy and a few others.
Did he come out here, Craig Martin?
No, it wasn't here. It was Scarborough, right, at the jam. So I finished this set I do with the boys. I go up to have a couple of drinks with a couple of friends that I haven't seen in a long time. And Des tells me, by the way, Craig Martin from Classic Albums Live is here. And I go, where is he? He wants to meet me. But he left. He left. Oh yeah, he said you were too good. He had to get the hell out of there. He didn't know what was going on. He'll contact you. So I got a call a couple days later, and it was to do Zeppelin, and 6 years go by, and here I am talking to you right now.
Yeah, sure. Because we were pals at Massey Hall.
You need cooling.
I would stand on Massey Hall and introduce these guys, which is really fantastic. So Nick, we're ready. Is Loonie Tunes ready to do this?
You don't want to hear any dirty stories?
Oh yeah.
You don't want to hear dirty stories?
What dirty stories can you tell us, Nick? Well, I'd like to hear a dirty story. One more dirty story.
I'm trying to think of something that's not going to get me
do it.
Incriminated.
It's the internet here. Nobody gives a fuck.
Okay.
Let's hear a dirty story.
Okay, it's a drug story.
Okay.
Are we allowed to tell drug stories?
Okay.
I wasn't involved with doing the drugs. This is what makes this story very funny, actually, because I was just a witness to it.
Yep.
So we were on tour with. Does anybody in this room remember a guitar virtuoso by the name of Ingve?